Hi everyone, I'm Angela. Welcome and welcome back to Angela's Fashion Mix. I hope you've had a fantastic day. I do wish that for you. And if you are new and you're just seeing me for the first time, this is where I talk about fashion. Today I'm talking about the capsule wardrobe, what it is, how it works, and whether or not it's something you want to consider. If you love color and exploration with prints and mixing and matching and all of that, it may not be the space for you. But if you want to simplify things a little bit, it may definitely be the space for you. So I'm going to show you some outfits. And the outfits that I'm creating today are primarily created with the three pieces I bought from Ross last week, which was a vest in a pinstripe, an off-white faux leather jacket, and a camel and black poncho. So you'll see those in the looks. And I'm throwing in some accessories to create the styling on each of the looks. So the idea behind the capsule wardrobe is that you create your wardrobe from a few basic neutral pieces. Now, most people I think tend to think neutrals in terms of black, white, gray, navy, maybe some brown, and those are neutrals. But if you're not into those colors and you want to create your looks from some other combination colors, by all means do that. And the concept is still going to be the same because you're using and interchanging pieces to create a smaller amount of clothing. Now, if you don't want to go with any of those colors and your favorite colors are pink and purple or orange and yellow or whatever combination of colors you enjoy wearing, you definitely can also still create a capsule wardrobe with those colors. So if you're going with some alternative colors for your comfort, by all means follow that. But the idea again is to minimize and bring the number of pieces in our closet to a much smaller quantity and just mix and match all of those pieces all of the time for every day, for your occasion, for all kinds of looks. So my looks today are going to be created from, of course, black and white. And of course, I'm going to throw in some camel and off-white into the mix. I'm going to start by showing you the pieces that I got from Ross, and then I'll add the other pieces in to what those looks are going to be coming from. So I purchased a pinstripe vest. In case you didn't see it, it was under $25. I don't remember the amount. I also purchased the black and camel poncho and the faux leather jacket in the off-white. It was about $35. So these are the pieces that we're using. And to start, let's start with a basic button-down white shirt. I highly recommend having white tops in your wardrobe, even if you're not doing a capsule wardrobe. They're very versatile, as you know, and it's a great alternative to a blouse. Great to have just a cotton white shirt. I'm also pulling in as an additional elevation to the just basic white shirt is a blouse. It doesn't necessarily have to be all the ruffles. I happen to like this. This is one of my favorite blouses. But you can elevate with just adding a little bit of detail on your top. So these are the two tops that I'm using. The idea again with the capsule is to have minimal pieces. So if you prefer tops to bottoms and you want to mix and match and interchange your pieces with your tops primarily, then you're going to have multiple tops. I would also recommend you have some black as an alternative. The other additional pieces that we can use is pants. Have the long leg wide slack. Also a skirt. Both pieces are in black. And of course, they could as well be gray. It could be camel or it could be navy. And a black dress. I think we need a black dress for some moments. And if you don't wear dresses on a regular basis or skirts on a regular basis, I recommend that you have one of each for those moments that you just might need it and you won't have to worry about rushing out to find something. So putting in a blazer in black. Of course, you could go with navy. I'm also putting in a pair of off-white slacks, as well as you could put in an off-white skirt to have an additional piece. Also, I'm recommending that for some moments, if there's an opportunity that you would want to take advantage of and you are leaving work and don't have time to go home to change, you can definitely take something with you in the morning And I would suggest something that has a little bit of sparkle. Now, granted, this is a lot of sparkle, but for the idea, you could take a little bolero jacket and throw it on in lieu of your blazer, and just a little bit of handbag, something that's going to give you an elevated look for an after five function. So I do recommend something like this in whatever color you're going to choose. Also, with regard to your bags, you want to have a combination of colors, maybe something with the print, also to go with your ensembles. And again, you're going to keep them in the family that you're working in, which today we're talking about the camel, black, the whites, and the off whites. One thing I also recommend to just add a little bit of pop when you need it, or something to give you a little bit of interest in the form of a print. Scarves are a great way to do that, and you can definitely mix things up with prints in the scarf and colors if you want to do that. All kinds of things you can do with the scarf. And of course, I also recommend brooches, flower pins to just add a little bit of interest. So even though the outfit itself is neutral, you're going to add a little bit of interest and some layers and texture with the accessories. So I'm not doing a look with the white button up. I'm using the white blouse instead. All of the looks I'm creating are from about 11 or so pieces of clothing. So that gives you an idea of how the looks are going to be interchangeable. And as well, it's probably going to make your shopping a little bit easier too, because now you're sticking with the palette, and whatever you buy is going to work into that palette. So let's take a look at those looks and see what I came up with.
So I'm starting with black and white, and this look features the pinstriped vest, and the black and white combination here always works. And the pants are also a pinstripe in the same size, and for a workplace look or something a little more elevated that you need to dress up a little bit, this is a great alternative to have the vest instead of a blazer, and to, of course, have the tote for work, a great option there. And if you want to look a little more casual, maybe to go from work and to meet a friend for after work or for brunch, having the blouse on the outside instead of tucked in relaxes it a little bit, but it actually still is very elevated. So that's a great way to wear a vest. Here, the feature is on pulling a blazer in, but I've kept the pinstripe pants. So doing double duty on the pants, also with the same bag. Here going into the blazer with the skirt, same shoes, same bag. And I like the look of having the white detail there at the wrist. So anytime I can add a little drama there on the wrist, I'm going to take that option. This is very corporate looking. Or of course, it could also be for church if that was something that you needed as well. So it could go either way. Here's that dress on showcase. Same shoes. I'm going to put the same bag with it, but this time I'm putting in a scarf. Instead of a necklace, just give it some additional detail there at the neck. You can always tie it in a bow. It could fall down the front. You could drape it across and let it fall in the back. A lot of variety with the scarf. And I like wearing it to the side. I think that adds a little bit of pizzazz. And again, like I said, with the same shoes and the same bag, you're still getting double duty out of your pieces. So a great alternative there. And also still with the dress, if you needed to have that little elevation for an event, you could pull in a dress with a little bit of sparkle by having that little bolero and a handbag to just give you some elevated options. I'm loving this poncho. I love ponchos already, but in this combination, I think this is really nice. And this is one of those pieces that I always mention that you want the piece to do the work. Ponchos do that for you. And I brought in the bag, pulling in all of the colors together there. And I added the drop necklace. Has a little bit of white detail in it. It's a pearl, so that breaks up the front there with the poncho being so very solid. So a great way to just add some accessories in. Now this is a fascinator. Fascinators are really popular in the derby space for teas, for weddings, for those kinds of events. Now this one has a double clasp on the back. It also has the pin. So I'm using as a flower pin. A great way to just add a little bit of flair and get double purpose out of a piece. So reconsider how those fascinators might be worn. And I think this overall is a great look. I love it. And changing the bag. This bag has the chain detail. So along with the chain detail, to just add some interest with the leopard print there, I added chains down the front. It creates a focal point, which I like, and I really do like the layering of the chains. I think that's a great look. And I'm bringing in the leather jacket. It's faux leather. It feels good. I think it's going to wear well. It was a great price at Ross, and with work, it's a great alternative to a blazer to get to work. Of course, you're not going to necessarily wear it all day, but it's a great alternative. And here I've paired it with the off-white to create a more monochromatic look. Monochromatic is not necessarily all the same color. It's variations of a color. So your monochromatic looks definitely can be played up here as you choose. And I've pulled in this vintage bag to create the final on that look. Brought back the poncho, this time with the same pair of pants as in the same look. You kind of get how this capsule wardrobe plays out. You're getting a lot of wear out of a very few pieces. So the ability to interchange the pieces is a great option with the capsule. Just change up the
So
accessories.
as of yesterday, it's officially fall. So is a capsule wardrobe something you might consider for fall and winter, and then bring back the colors and all of that for spring and summer? Whichever way you go, enjoy your wardrobe. I always encourage that you, as best you can, wear what is in your wardrobe, and bringing in those new pieces, let them play with what you already have to create those wonderful new looks. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like, and share. I always appreciate that. And a reminder, this coming Tuesday, the 26th, in 2 days, will be my next closet sale live here on YouTube. If you have not joined before, I look forward to seeing you there. And if you will be returning, I look forward to seeing you again. Until next time, have a fantastic start to your week, and I will see you very soon. Bye.